Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip. Today, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about a big story coming out from crypto.com, where this is an event I think a lot of people have been waiting for that have been holding the Kronos token. Today, guys, it has been announced that Chris Marsliak, the CEO of Crypto.com, is going to come out. He tweeted it out himself. The Crypto.com Twitter account officially said January 19th, they are going to do an Ask Me Anything live stream session with the CEO and founder of Crypto.com. And this comes at a very pivotal time. In a year where, for the first time ever, a Bitcoin Spot ETF was launched here in the United States, signaling what could be a major institutional green light for massive amounts of money to flow into this space. Recently, the Crypto.com exchange saw some high numbers of volume coming into their exchange, as big as numbers that they saw back in 2022, which is great. And there is more expected gains to come for crypto overall in this cycle ahead. And so it's going to be very interesting to see some of his comments. Let's talk about what the importance of this announcement is, what might be discussed in this AMA, and where we're at with Crypto.com today, and what you need to be aware of if you're a Kronos holder. If you like the content, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get right in. So this is a massive story, guys, because lately, if you've been looking at the price action on CRO, what you've seen is, yeah, we did have a little bit of a boost up here recently from October, really, and it was great. It was a nice about 150% move to the peak, but currently we're still about 84% up, so we've been all right. But when you compare it to some other tokens out there like Solana, we've had some much bigger gains for Solana, all the way from $7 all the way up to $100. A very big run. And so holders of the Kronos token and people looking at the Kronos chain have a little bit of disappointment right now and questions, which is why it is so fantastic to see Chris Marsliak coming out and talking more about this. We do need to see this. You can see a lot of the CRO Fam in the chat is so excited to get some questions out in front of him. A lot of people are wondering what's going on with the Kronos chain. Is there going to be growth? What exciting things are coming in the future for this? And so very important that you guys mark your calendars for Friday, January 19th, where this will be coming. Now today, the price of CRO is down just a little bit, about 5 or 6% today. Why? Because Bitcoin is simply tumbling down from its recent high that it made for the year at about $49,000. And right now it is down about 12% on the day, as you can see there. Now, one good glimmer of hope for the Kronos community right now is two things. One, we are getting very close to the bottom of the overall chart of CRO versus Bitcoin. Now, for those of you guys that are newer to crypto and you're wondering why is this important, in a crypto bull market, which is coming up, usually these bull markets correspond with what we call the Bitcoin halving, which is a scarcity event for Bitcoin, where the reward that the miners get for producing the algorithmic solutions for the blocks every 9.5 minutes that are occurring on Bitcoin, that reward gets reduced by half, which causes a scarcity event for this asset class. And then when Bitcoin goes up, we see altcoins rally as well. But altcoins typically lag behind Bitcoin. What we see happen is Bitcoin pumps first and altcoins follow. And so if Bitcoin's crashing, altcoins typically crash. When Bitcoin's pumping, altcoins typically pump. Usually those are delayed moves, and sometimes they move inverse of each other, which is very interesting as well. But typically they are mostly aligned. Now, a lot of altcoins are right now down versus Bitcoin. Some performed very well versus Bitcoin recently, like Solana, which has come up quite a bit, but CRO has been lagging behind. So that's why it's very important to hear from Chris Marsliak to see what's going on. But the good news I have for you is two things. One, we are getting a little bit of a move back up versus Bitcoin. Whether or not this is sustained, we're not really sure of whether we keep coming down here, because if we do keep coming down, then we still probably got about 25% or so downside versus BTC for CRO. But then when we do hit a bottom, if we hit the bottom, then we're going to see 1,000% rally, likely versus Bitcoin, if history repeats itself in any capacity for CRO versus Bitcoin valuations. And that does make sense to me that we should see a rally like this versus Bitcoin. Let's say we turn around today and rally just back up to the top. Still, versus Bitcoin, a 700% rally. Very spectacular. Versus Bitcoin, which again is going to explode in this bull cycle because for the first time ever, a Spot Bitcoin ETF has been launched. You know, I do see some new articles coming out, guys. And very positive news. Miami Herald, which is great to see, talking about a Crypto.com review of 2024. Good stories for Crypto.com is going to be good. But the key here, guys, is to remember, Crypto.com is one of the most highly regulated exchanges in the world. It is legit. And they go through that in that article that I just shared with you. They've got so many different ways that they've dipped their toe in the water of crypto, from the app to the exchange that is launched internationally, not yet in the US, which is in itself a bullish event. If it does get launched in the US, that would be spectacular. Who knows? Maybe even on the AMA, he announces the plans for the exchange launch, which would be great. Hopefully, if not, I think people will be disappointed. But still, this is one of the most highly regulated exchanges in the world, which makes it a market leader in that regard specifically. But also, they're the market leader in one other thing that is essential, which is advertising. They've got their brand name out there. The domain name crypto.com is spectacular. They own the Staples Center Arena, which is now the Crypto.com Arena, and so many other marketing partnerships, from F1 racing to the FIFA World Cup. You name it, guys. There's so many. UFC and a variety of others. I'm very bullish on this token. In the meantime, guys, we are bouncing off this 8.7 cent level for CRO versus the US dollar. I had somebody in my live stream earlier today, which, by the way, guys, we do live streams every Monday through Friday, so make sure you check them out. Somebody asked me, when are we going to get a 20-cent CRO? At some point in 2024, I expect a 20-cent CRO, but we're going to need to see an absolute bull market begin for Bitcoin breaking out to all-time highs and CRO to get a good reversal, potentially hit a bottom versus Bitcoin, and then see this CRO coin bounce. Right now, we are at a key level at 8.7 cents. Hopefully we get a bounce from here, but if not, I'm in it for the long game, guys. Even if Bitcoin continues to crash, which right now Bitcoin is actually slipping down at the time of this recording, we're hitting $42,000. Maybe we get a bounce off 42.1. Maybe we get a bounce off $40,000, possibly even down to 37K. If we go down as low as $38,000 or $37,000, CRO coin will inevitably come down as well. We would break down through this level, possibly see a 6.8 cent level, which I know a lot of people don't want to hear, but this is the reality of what's going on in crypto. I am here for the long term. I'm going to buy steadily in this asset class through the year 2024, likely into the fall, maybe even into the winter, because I do believe that this asset class is here to stay. We saw the launch of the Spot Bitcoin ETF. We see more people talking about this asset than ever before. Large political leaders and some of the biggest investors in the world. It's significant, and the most regulated exchanges are likely going to come out on top, which is why I'm so bullish on the crypto.com token. Guys, there's a lot of great coins out there in crypto, but I wanted to provide an update for the Kronos holders about this AMA coming out on the 19th and some of the price targets that I have in mind right now, considering Bitcoin is crashing right now, guys. That's all I got for you in this one. I am a crypto bull. I'm very excited for a lot of gains in this year. Small retracements happen along the way, guys, but that's all I got for you in this one. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, folks, you got to remember to DCA, HODL, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. I got 2 videos for you right here if you want to check them out. Peace, y'all.